Hello everybody and welcome to Channel Logic. Okay, so I had to redo the video because the video was so long. I tried to shorten it. So today's episode 3 and welcome to the episode of the power of anime logic. Right. So why is because I've been facing a lot of problems. Emotionally was very painful. Right. But I saw this anime and it helped me gain a new form of logic. Right. It's called this anime is recently released, right? The anime has 2 series and the manga has 17 series, right? So it's called I Parry Everything. So how this I Parry Everything able to help me form a new logic, help me understand myself better. Okay, so I Parry Everything is about like swords and magic kind of fantasy world. Me being Mr. Delusional, right? People like to call me the daydreamer, like to daydream, always living in fantasy world. Yeah, that's my logic. Living in a fantasy world. Not realistic, right? But so the story is about this guy called Noor, Noor. he he had no talent in any of there are 6 jobs. He had no talent in any of the 6 jobs, but he went to learn all 6 skills and he mastered the basic, right? So his strongest skill is called parry. Right? So I just give you an example. He, so later words he defeated this rank A monster called Minotaur. Right? There are 6, I think 6 rank, is it? S, A, B, C, D, E, and they create a special rank for him called F. Like total beginner to like 0 experience. Like in fact they rejected him. He had to train for 10 years just to become a rank F. Right? So it really relates to me because I started my psychological journey when I age 20, right? And now I'm 29. Many years of formal education and many years of self-education, right? A total of 5 years in formal education and total of 4 years in self-education, right? So formals where you go to school and learn from a lecturer, a mentor, while for self-education you do your own form of research, right? Read a lot of books, see a lot of videos, and start to do it. And I remember I think at school I remember I did anime logic also. They will start like how you use anime to link to psychology. So that's a bit too complicated. It won't be so it won't be mentioned in here, right? I won't mention all the scientific stuff. I'm just going to mention the logic, right? So I did, but just in case you're curious, like in degree I wrote this thing called logic-based therapy. So basically, it's a therapy based on logic. It's a theory state, right? So today is to help me and those who are suffering, right? So I'm suffering emotionally a lot. Why? Because first, I'm struggling at the job right. It's been, I think I started March 16. Now it's July 12. I'm struggling a lot, right? I still haven't passed probation. Fortunately, I still have the job. They haven't terminated me, right? So me and my family facing financial crisis. So I really need this job. Very grateful, right? But I'll see how in the future. But it's mastering the basic. I told my dad, how do you survive in the work world when you are underskilled? He tell me there's this thing that he started when he was young. He also was underskilled. He's 64. I'm 29 this year. As I say, 9 years of studying psychology. So it reminds me of like Noor, this Ipari thing. He trained for 10 years, right? So later he defeat the Minotaur, or he called it Giant Cow, and later that's in the anime, and then in the manga he defeated a dragon, which he called a giant lizard. Right. So when you have mastered the basic, you are able to destroy common sense. So as my lecturer and friends say, I always know the logic behind the story. So the logic behind today's story is just master the basic, right? But I'm telling you a bunch of stories to be entertaining lah, right? You don't just want to, it's very drained, right? So it's very drained. Science is very boring, right? That's why you use anime, right? I think the one that I did at school for anime using scientific evidence was Attack of the Titans, right? It was evolutionary psychology. Oh, that's too complicated to say here, but yeah, I think that was my early on the minor projects, not the major, right? But for today's video is I parry everything, and like what am I suffering? Suffering at the job, I don't have the skill. I suffer at the job, I don't have friends within the job. I'm suffering at the job, I cannot meet my friends. Right? I work night shift 6 days a week, 1 day off. My friends work morning shift 5 days, 2 days off. So literally, you still can meet lah, but very hard to meet, right? Unless the off day the same, right? Or before work I call them like that lah. Right? I work at night, so at night they already at home, so I call them on my way to work. I walk about an hour's journey from my house to work. I walk, save transport money. So, right, right, and then I also suffering because I see like my managers, my colleagues, right, my friends, right, who are in their 20s to 30s, right, since I'm 29, so my colleagues and managers are 20 to 30. My outside friends are also 20 to 30. They have girlfriends, they have wife. I'm single. Right, so I'm not good at a job. I'm not able to make friends at work. I'm not able to meet my friends outside work. I'm not able to find a girlfriend or wife. Right, and I talked to my friend before. I said like, why I fail to catch girls, and my friend was like, because to catch a girl, right, the basic of love, is to a man must have quality A, B, C, D, E. Then I realized that, oh, that's the reason why girls at school at work tend to talk to other guys and not me, simply because I lack the quality, right? I lack the basic, right? It's not so much about you love the girl and the girl love you, right? That's very delusional. It's about you obtaining quality A, B, C, D, fulfilling the masters or basic of love, in order for the girl to love you, right? You, like, if you don't have a job, how can you bring the girl go out and eat, right? You can't even feed yourself, right? Right? How can you even feed the girl? Right? That is a very basic. That I think about it. Oh yeah, all my managers, my colleagues, my friends all have a job. They're stabilized. They can feed themselves. They can feed the girl. That makes a lot of sense, right? Like, or you like me, I was pretty delusional before, trying to make friends with this girl at school. I draw a flower, laminate it, got rejected very badly. Right? I believe because I believe the girl didn't even wanted friendship. I don't even say relationship. I think the girl didn't even wanted friendship, because maybe in her head she's thinking like, you can't even afford a proper flower you draw. That's not even the basics of giving people a gift. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense, right? So right, and that time the girl also wanted to eat restaurant, and I had no money. I went home to eat what, instant noodle with egg, right? So obviously the girl would love me, right? Be it girls at school or work, they won't love me. I can be delusional and think stuff like love at first sight. The girl look at you, you look at the girl, boom, there's love. In fact, it doesn't even happen in anime and manga, right? Even in anime and manga, the love has to be built up. the guy has to have certain qualities, and then the girl fall in love with him, and then he able to have the girl, right? So this is what I've been struggling, right? My dad said to master the basic. My manager also told me to master the basic, right? But it didn't resonate with me, right? It's only until I watched the anime manga, I pair everything, and it allowed me to understood this logic, right? Like my friend said, you are struggling at work because you don't understand how society at work and the work world works, right? He's a work genius. I call him a work genius. Anything regarding work, I call him, I talk to him. He can tell me his logic to explain to me, right? But his life is not balanced. I will tell you that he's just a work genius. Anything regarding work is a genius. Anything outside work, he's not lah. There's a lot of things he doesn't know, right? My other friend, he mastered the basic. He got work, he got friends, he got a girlfriend, and to me it's like that's amazing. So I realized the difference in mastering the basic versus being good at one thing. Like there's a huge difference. Like life is more balanced, right? So I came to understanding that mastering the basic is not just for work, not just the skill, but the ability to think logically also, right? The ability to make friends and have a romantic partner, and your life is more balanced, right? You can see also even anime also, he used few of the skills, not just one skill, but of course his main skill was called I parry everything. So I hope this series has helped you. I'm sorry it's a short one because I my previous videos I retook. I think this like take 4 or take 5, I'm not sure, because my explanation was too long, right? Right, I'm just trying to share why I'm emotionally suffering, and then now I remember I wrote this thing called logic based therapy. Is how to help people through suffering emotions by using logic. And then I also remember last time at school, I mean I wrote this at school, like my degree, and then at school I talked about like I said earlier, using anime to, of course I did anime with science, evolutionary psychology, and here I'm now doing the same thing. I pair everything with logic based therapy. Right? So like my manager say, just work hard, put in effort, right? You'll find a good girl. So all those who are suffering like me, who are suffering at the job, or maybe you are good at your job but you haven't found a girl, or you haven't found friends, right? You need to master the basic, right? As my father said, everybody will have to learn the basic, but very few will master it. So and the great thing about this anime, right, the guy took 10 years to learn all the skill, and just like me, I started my psychological journey when I was 20, and now I'm 29, right? It's almost like 10 years, next year will be 10 years. So right, you all may ask like, oh, so you study in module 10 years? No, I mean I did study go for formal school, but in between and before that I had also self-studied, right? Like I tell you all previously, my video went for entrance exam. So entrance exam, then I went out to school, then I work, then I go to school, then I remodule, then I go out work, then I go to school, go remodule, then I go work. So it's been 9 years total of my journey, and I think one of my classmates at times like, dude, how did you use anime and psychology to combine? That's so amazing. Just years of experience, or as my mentor would say, chair logic, don't compare yourself to us, right? Right, you don't have years of experience, slowly learn the skill, right? So the Nor has no talent, but through years of experience and years of mastering the basic, right, he was able to destroy common sense, defeat things that nobody could defeat in anime and manga. So I believe in hopefully mastering the logic, I'll be able to be better, right? Hopefully I will master the basic at work so I can be confirmed to feed myself and my family, and hopefully I master the basics so I can build friendships with people outside my work and people inside my work, right? Strengthen the bonds, that my friendship bonds that I already have with my friends, right? My existing friends, I would like to make new friends, and hopefully one day I'll understand the basic of love and to have a girlfriend and wife, right? It is very painful to see that everybody has a girlfriend and wife, or you're just single and then you don't even know why, right? And like the psychology textbook say, like you need to detach yourself from delusion and accept reality, right? Rational thinking will help you stay calm, right? Every human will experience emotion, but it's how you stay calm and use your logic under the situation that helps you be able to perform. As my manager said, like, when customers come to you and you cannot handle them, don't be aggressive. Report to us the situation and let us be the one to deal with them. That's the most logical move. I was like, oh, right, correct. That's the logical move. So, but I'm the type of person like to mix anime logic, science logic together. So I'm quite delusional, right? I think that like what girls love me at first sight, but of course that's not true. Like my friend said, you need to master basic, have quality A B C D, and then the girls will love you, right? Same with the anime and manga also, right? You need to build up the thing, like it's through building, like the keyword is through training. As my friend said, go to work, take it as a training, or as my lecturer said, go to school, it's about training your brain. So training and mastering the basic, it's not just used at work or school or love, but in life in general. Just like logic, like I was suffering every day, so emotionally painful. Like, what's the meaning? I work 6 day night shift, 1 day off, no time to meet friends. After night go morning, come back home, watch manga, read anime, read psychology books, sit down and think. Then after that, afternoon sleep, night time go work. Can't even meet my outside friends, right? Most of my friends work morning, 5 days, 2 days off, right? Most of them even have their own girlfriends and wife. They are living their own life now, right? So but through watching this video and through learning logic, I remember what I learned and did at school, and it encouraged me back. So like my friend said, like channel logic, he sent me a message, continue pursuing this sharing of your logic online, because sometimes what you're going through, people are also going through, but they couldn't find the logic behind their story or their suffering, and they suffer some more. So although you may understand the logic of your suffering, it may not solve your suffering, but at least you understand your suffering. Right now I can start to understand why girls at school, at work, why friends, why colleagues, they see me differently. I was like, why everybody is happy, laughing, while I'm here like being isolated. That I came to understanding is about achieving those qualities, ABC, right? Those basic qualities, right? So, right, like I said, you want to buy food, you also need money, right? That's the basic quality, right? So, I hope in the future I'll be able to master my job, master friendship, and master love, and master logic, so that I can live life without being emotionally tormented, emotionally painful every single day of my life. It's very tough, right? So I hope this video helps whoever is watching. I'm delusional. I hope my colleagues and my classmates were watching, but I doubt so lah. Right. So Well, thank you everybody and have a nice day. Bye.